What do teenagers think about the generation gap? Here's what they say about themselves and their parents.
As far as my parents go, we get along pretty well. One of the basic problems is, though, that they grew up in a historically different situation than I have.
Well, can't we as kids teach the parents how to understand us better than they can teach us to understand them?
Well, my parents, they listen to me, but they won't change their point of view.
They want us to be miniature models of themselves.
Right.
Want to sort of keep their own views perpetuated, I guess.
And it's a problem I find of making sure I'm myself and am thinking through my own decisions and not just assimilating their views.
Don't you get confused every once in a while that you're getting like them, and every once in a while you turn around and you're just like them, and
you shouldn't be unlike your parents for the sake of not being like them. But I kind of agree with Gary. They're trying to make little models of themselves. Like they try and make a success out of their child due to the fact that they haven't become one themselves. They can't understand the fact that their children are separate individuals and they aren't necessarily microcosms of their two parents.
The point is that they are parents now, that they have gained a certain stability in life and they're not working through things. They've thought out some basic questions and they've arrived at satisfactory answers for themselves, and I think we're just sort of naturally influenced by that and expected to live a similar life.
Well, your parents are basically beyond an experimental stage. An adult is in a position of responsibility, and he is running the country. He isn't thinking that someday he will be. They're in a different situation than we are.
Well, the parents have had their problems when they were young, and they've gone through lots of things, and they tell us what they think is best. But since we haven't gone through it, we like to try it anyway, just to see for ourselves that it's wrong, or if it really is wrong.
A powerful argument on their side is that they can see our point of view, but we can't ever see their view because we have never been adults. They've all been teenagers.
Yeah, but they've been a different kind of teenager.
And it was a long time ago.
I believe that today's young person is not the same as a person 25 years ago. But I think in a lot of things like religion and morals and politics that the young people of today are striving to be more individual in their beliefs than their forefathers.
Why should that be, though?
We've got the car, we've got the money, we've got the pill, we've got drugs, we've got everything that they didn't have. And we're using them now. We're experiencing what they didn't have, and we're learning how to handle all of this.
The main reason I'm willing or want to try new things is because I don't believe the past solutions, past ways of working out problems have worked.
They're imposing their old values on everybody. What are you going to do this summer? I think I'll just lie around. You can't do that. That's being lazy. And parents are trying to get all their kids to conform, and they're showing them off all the time. Supposing I accomplished something, and my parents went around at all the parties they attended and told everybody or something like this, children have become a status symbol more than a member of the family.
And the bad thing is that it works on you, too, and you think you're better.
Well, another thing that bugs me, they always bring out the bad point of whatever we plan to do. You know, they never actually look at it from our side and put them both together like we do for them.
Another thing that gets me is all this attention to us,
Yeah,
you know, by the
attention.
media and all this, you know, everybody's interested, and it makes me self-conscious, you
They
know.
say they care about you so much, and
They print your pictures in the paper. Look what our teenagers are doing now. And there was a situation in town just recently where the same group of kids that cleaned up a park were picketing the next weekend. And you'd be surprised at the different reviews they got in the different situations.
Well, here's the one question that's been bugging me for a little while. I mean, once we get the money that, you know, because we're all looking for money in some different way, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah, that's one thing that bugs me about our society. Everything is a preparation for something else. We go to kindergarten so we can go to junior high, and we go to junior high so we can go to high school, and we go to high school so we can go to college, and college so we can get a job. And the whole thing is just preparation for death. And I think this is what our parents are trying to get us to do, and what lots of young people are disagreeing with.
I think it's good to get out and say, bum around the country for a while, so you maybe get it out of your system, so...
Society forces so many responsibilities on you at such an early age that by the time that you should be ready to accept these responsibilities, you're so sick of them that you just become a bum. That may be what's wrong with a lot of people in the world today, why they're so apathetic.
And the thing is, with our growing affluence, you don't need to do anything, really.
well, I think if we're going to bridge this generation gap, that it's going to be us that are going to have to do it when we grow up, and when we have kids, we're just going to have to keep changing along with the times. I mean, we can keep our same morals if we want, but listen to our kids' side of things and try and understand, and, you know, if they really feel it's right, you know, and talk to them.
They say there's always been a generation gap.